Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series set in the Game of Thrones mod and following our hero, if you can call him that, Ardos Stark, King of the North, the Lone Wolf. Now, a few months have passed since that last episode in which we took the wall, and though we still hold Castle Black, we've given out some of these titles to a few folks that shall hopefully defend the wall well here. I like this guy here, Lord Dagbert Flag. He's kind of a badass here. Berserker, too. This guy's pretty cool. And then we've got Warden Ardos here, who, well, he is a murderer. So how did he get that job? Maybe he murdered his way to the top. He is only 23. And then Bernard Holham here, who's loyal, though kind of a madman. So who knows how these guys got into their positions, but hopefully they will be able to hold the wall from the wildlings. And if we ever decide to push north, which I think that we might do at some point here. Unfortunately, we can't declare wars while we're in debt. We did rack up quite a bit of debt in that last one. We'll have to see how that all plays out. And I do think we want to go further north potentially. I'd like to get, start making our way up here. And I know there were some people suggesting that, there's not a lot of reason to go north past the wall, but considering that Ardos spent his formative years growing up in this place, he spent, 8 years or something like that growing up here. And so he knows these lands. He's very well familiar with them. And I think I like this idea that Ardos would start to consider himself the king of the first men, not just king of the north, but king of the first men. And that includes the wildlings. So, rather than having, say, King Borok Redbeard, well, why shouldn't it just be King Ardos? To own the lands north of the wall. And perhaps there's something to be said for us, maybe having some knowledge of what is coming from even beyond the lands of the wildling. Perhaps Ardos has some inkling that another long night might be upon them in the future. And so, we'll have to see how that plays out. I do also want to take Skagos back. So that's something that we'll probably want to do at some point here. It looks like they are getting raided by High Chieftain Tormund, so we'll see how that plays out. I like the Skags being kind of on their own, but I don't see any reason why Ardos wouldn't go and capture him. Oh, it looks like the daughter of the Magnar or the Skags is imprisoned by High Chieftain Howd here. That's unfortunate for him. And then I did see, so we've got the war between Dorne and the Reach going on down here, which is at, I'll get time rolling here just a little bit slowly so that we can get some time passing. But yeah, the war between Dorne and the Reach here is progressing 39% in favor of the Reach. They are looking to take, I believe, Blackmont here. And then the Blackfires are finally pushing into the Riverlands as well in a war for Harrenhal. So yeah, they're looking to take Harrenhal, which kind of makes sense. One, it's going to link them up with their sworn vassals of House Bracken, and taking Harrenhal is a very important castle in the Riverlands. So we'll see how the Lannisters can deal with the Blackfires. Probably, they're not that far separated in terms of troop count. Actually, 50,000 to 70,000. That's not terrible. There is the possibility that we could actually, I don't know if there's a possibility. No, we can't offer to join their war. So in any case, we've got Lord Barracan Gory here of Stony Shore come to pay homage. Good, we need that money because we got to get out of our debt here. Oh, and look at this. Lord Wilfred the Noble of House Seawind has converted to the Northman culture. That's pretty cool. This was one of the Knights of the Vale that came with us, but I guess he's spent enough time up here that he's decided to become a Northman. I wonder if we can get him a wife, because he looks like he's divorced divorced his wife there, so it doesn't look like we have any women in our court for him. But hopefully he'll find himself a wife at any case. So yeah, we're just gonna let some time roll. I mean, we can create some accolades. We do have a couple free ones. Varamir Wolfkiller. Uther. I mean, Uther is a pretty decent guy here, so I think we could get him in there. Besieger and Archer. I mean, just those both sound no. Okay, let's what about a skirmisher? I guess we'll do this one. Sages of the Worshippers of the Seven. Sure, whatever. We'll call it that for now. It's fine. And then we need one more here. Dagbert Flag. Oh, no, wait. I don't think we can do him as one. Carlon has come of age. Oh, look at this. Our bastard son. Carlon Snow, a zealous villain. Yeah, callous, brave, lustful, and zealous. Ugh, not a great, he's not a good guy, that's for sure. Fortune builder, bastard. He's gonna lose bossy in a second. And he's a skilled fighter, so he knows how to wield a weapon. He's got a friend here. His friend is Errol Flint. And that's it. They grow up fast. All right. So not too bad for him. All right, let's get this other accolade set up. Master Micah. Yeah, this guy's okay. All right, I like him. Master Arston. This guy's a little bit younger. He's a former Night's Watch guy. Kind of like this. Let's get this guy. Let's see. Oh, secret exposed. Extramarital affair. Okay, that's fine. I think we'll call this one the captain of the watch for now. Anyways, I think that's I'll get some suggestions from you guys down in the comments below. So if you've got any ideas for the names of those accolades, then let me know down below. All right, so we are back into the positive, but we do want to get a little bit more money rolling in before we start another war, either against the Frostfangs, which we could start to make our way in here. Ooh, Donner has come of age too. Oh, and look at this. He's a mastermind philosopher. So that is actually not too bad. He is a righteous villain, so just, sadistic, lustful, and honest. An interesting set of traits here for our son. Will we end up playing with him? Who knows? We'll see. I still kind of want to see how Brandon's going to turn out here. But, you know, there's that option, Prince Donner here, or possibly Carlon. I'm going to kind of play it by ear and see which one I'm most interested in at the end. I will hear out some of your thoughts on the matter of who we're going to play, but ultimately I think I will make the decision of whichever one I find the most interesting. The forest of my dreams. Through my efforts to become truly feared and respected, a vast number of guilty and disloyal persons have ended up in my dungeon. My cells are stocked to the brim with traitors, rivals, and common criminals. Perhaps it is time for them to meet death in hell and serve Northman interests while they're out at it. In my macabre machinations, I envision a forest of impaled lowlifes and traitors surrounding Winterfell on all sides, a grim reminder to everyone of what happens when a king is betrayed. I see Garrus on a spike, surrounded by commoners erected in identical fashion. All that remains now is to make that dream a reality. Ooh. Huh. A small collection of bodies should be enough? Oh, all the prisoners in our dungeon? I mean, this feels like a kind of a, you know, we have this dream, right? We are a witch. We're a witch, and we've got, you know, our witch wife with us. I don't know. I kind of think that we should do this one. Let's see. Oh wow, subjects lose 20 opinion of us. I guess we'll just do the first one then. Yeah, we'll do it with Garrus here. Who is Gareth? An imprisoned, your prisoner and cousin. Huh. He is the son of... Oh, he's a relative. Huh. A distant relative, albeit. So this is our grandfather, King Brandon, who had a bastard son. Well, but you know what? If the old gods speak to us in our dream and say that we must make a sacrifice of blood of a king, then perhaps that is what we need to do. Interesting. Greetings, my sensible liege. Please accept this humble gift. A skull goblet. Well, we will certainly accept the skull goblet here. Can we put that up in our royal courts? Skull goblet, let us do so right over there. Perfect. Now we've got a... Things are getting grim here. We've got people spiked up around Winterfell. We've got a skull goblet on display. Yeah, I mean, Ardos is... I definitely don't think Ardos is a good guy anymore. He's going to thrive in chaos, I fully suspect here. So we're at a low stress level, so. At last, my vision has been brought to light by the corpses of countless criminals. I imagine they're mostly wildlings. I stroll with leisure to the ambient sound of squawking birds and the gentle drip of stale blood onto the sodden ground. Fate. Upon concluding my tour, I take in one last breath of the deathly miasma before returning home, content with my work. Now all will fear the name King Artos. Yeah, I mean, they will. They will indeed. 51 dread, which is pretty good here. Let's see. I mean, court event available. Let's see what we have. Under equipped. I'm enjoying a rare quiet moment between councils when Magmar pulls me aside. My liege, he begins carefully. As your captain, it is my holy duty to fight your battles, but surely quality is everything when it comes to protecting the king's life. I don't have the money for this. I suppose I could spare one of my own weapons. Go to the armory like everyone else, I would say here. All right, let's let some time pass a little bit. I am tempted to perhaps do like a grand tour at some point and then do maybe an intimidation tour or a taxation tour. But we'll need some extra money for that anyways. Oh, well, actually, it says we can do it right now, so. We've just inherited Woodwatch by the pool. Okay, well, that puts us at having too many things here, so I guess we'll grant this to, not to anybody we're related to. Let's see, Gregor? He's a Northman. All right, it's fine. These are just people who are keeping watch on the wall and mostly abandoned castles here. Just, you know, a couple men watching over it. Although we might have reinforced it a little bit, and I would like to start rebuilding some of these castles. But, well, that's a lot of money, and we don't have money. So, yeah, we might need that that taxation tour. Ooh, looks like the Lannisters are definitely having some trouble against Hagon here. They haven't had any battles though yet. It's just sieges, so that's interesting. Things could still turn around if the Lannisters can potentially get a good battle against these guys. I imagine they're probably sieging down Harrenhal or making their way towards it. Brandon's first steps. I hear a commotion from my son Brandon's chambers. I see the wet nurse Gwyn is playing with Brandon. My liege, perfect timing. He just took his first step. A giant step for a child, a small step for... What else can he do? Yeah, let's get his prowess up here in case we want to play him. 6 prowess at age 4 is actually pretty good, I would say. Yeah, I definitely want to go for Skagos at some point here. We're probably gonna conquer it. Yeah, I think we're gonna conquer it. Seize de jure. We would get all of the titles, but I don't really want to do that because I want to I do want to keep the Skags in their position, so we'll probably just do that one there. We'll get a little bit more money built up here, and then we should be able to go for that. Osgood Shet was murdered by King Borok of the Frostfangs. Oh no, Osgood. Oh man, this is one of the guys who came with us from the... Oh no, and his daughter was beaten to death by Lord Mark of the Bearfort? What? Whoa, okay, so our nephew beat the daughter of Osgood Shet to death? Okay. I don't want to dig too deeply into like what might have caused that, but that is okay. So Lord Mark of the Bearfort, what is he? He's a vindictive paragon? Oh, but he was wrathful, humble, honest, stubborn. Interesting. And I guess, yeah, I mean, he didn't count as a murder, so maybe it was unclear of whether what happened there. But damn, poor Osgood Shet. He was a good loyal guy for a while there. But yeah, now he was murdered by King Borok of the Frostfangs. Yikes. Rest in peace, Osgood Shet. Your neighbor has... Oh, they won the war. What? That was they must have pulled off a big battle victory there. Dang, so the Blackfires are expanding here. They've got Harrenhal, the Brackens, they've attached the Brackens here. The Riverlands is certainly going to be in a little bit of trouble here. But Hagon's getting kind of old. He is 60. His son, Prince Aaron the Dragon Lord, though, is no slouch. So that is going to be, he might not be quite the conqueror his father is, but, you never know. He might be able to pull it off. He is a formidable fighter. He is a skilled tactician. So, yeah, see, we'll have to see about that. I am definitely... Oh, he's allied to Carhold? Well, it doesn't matter because Carhold's our vassal. So I think we are going to conquer the duchy here. Once we lose a little bit of stress from these ice skaters. So, yeah, I think we're going to declare this war. We gain the contested titles, which is fine. We seize all the territories, and some people become our vassals. So, yeah, let's do this here. I am going to raise my troops up. Cool. Oh, we got a sail over there anyways. Well, whatever. We'll raise them up here. So I'm just gonna say raise all here. Let's get the armies going. Get them all to move in, and then we'll go and invade Skagus there. Oh, and our wife is pregnant once more. And our son now is so Donner is going to be the Stark in Winterfell while we go and deal with the Skagosi there. So that should be quite all right. We lost our wet nurse. I do like to have that. You do get some nice bonuses from having a wet nurse for your kids. So can we even get one? Septa, wet nurse? No, we'll probably need to look for one. Can we do that? Doesn't look like it. Not right at the moment. In any case, we've got our 30,000 troops here, and we are going to set sail to Skagos and conquer it. So there we go. Oh, Dragma died in her sleep. Well, I mean, did she do what she needed to do? She gave birth to Prince Carlon here, who, who knows what fate has in store for young Carlon, but the mother Dragma, who seduced us in that witchly ritual. Well, maybe there's something coming from Carlon's lineage that will play an important role in the future. All right, we're just going to smash this army here pretty quickly, I imagine. This should be... There we go, and we captured them right away. So it was just one battle in which we just completely obliterated the forces of the Skagosi. Lord Duncan of Frostguard slew Lord Eric. You know what? He might be disloyal, but Lord Duncan Marsh here, he is useful. He slew Lord Eric Mordar. Nice. All right, well, that was a that was an easy war, I guess. Enforce our demands here. So there we go. I believe, yeah, okay. So we took this holding. So I guess we'll need to give it out to somebody here. Let's see. King's House. I mean, I like House Magnar, but you know, maybe there's a Skagosi person we could trust, or maybe we put somebody else in charge here. Grant to I don't know. Do we have anybody particularly trustworthy here? Or like with a really good trait or anything like that? Hullen Frog, Donald Rygate, Uther, our captain of the household guard. He's a little bit old, but I wonder if we could put him in charge of holding Skagos for us. I'd like to reward this guy. He is pretty cool. Oh, but he's also an acclaimed knight. Nah, let's keep him in our court. Oh wow, we lost money so fast there. Jeez. Let us see. I think. Well, who was holding it before? It was obviously House Magnar. Let's look at the title history claimants. Can we give it to somebody from House Magnar who maybe we like a little bit better? Merrick Magnar? He's a younger guy. Oh, okay, he's the son. What about this kid? Dolph Magnar? Okay. Maybe we give it to... Do we give it back to the guy? I'm kind of tempted to just give it back to him. Oh, invite to court. He will accept. So, you know what? I'm going to do that. We're going to give him the land. So we conquered it, but we just basically are demanding his fealty here. So we're going to grant you the titles of that your family home or your family held in King's House here. We do have the wall. Oh, okay. So the High Lordship is actually gone. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine then. So there's no High Lord of the Skegosi Isles there, but I'm actually totally okay with how that all played out, actually. And finally, Lord Tomard the Petulant has died at age 65. Who has inherited Carhold? Lord Martin the Quiet Wolf of House Karstark. Yeah, he's a bit of a cowardly lad. 22 years old, but I'm sure he will remain loyal. I mean, 92 opinion of us is not too bad at all there. Yeah, Blackfires are pretty strong here. Looks like the Tyrells are actually having a little bit of trouble here with the Dornish though. Yeah, look at that. The Dornish are fighting back actually. This is a good little fight here. Kind of rooting for the Dornish actually. So I suppose we'll see how that plays out. Let's pause here for just a sec. Send gift. Oh, please accept this humble gift of 165. I will absolutely accept that. Thank you so much. Let's see. We need a new admiral. Let's see. Reassign the Manderleys? No. What about the Glovers? I'd like to get somebody with high... Okay, Carlon could technically do it, but he's pretty far away from that. Okay, you know what? Lord Martin the Quiet Wolf, he can take over the position of Admiral from his father. But I think that's actually fitting, because his stats decent in that area anyways there, so... Yeah, not too bad. How's things going over in Essos? Tyrosh? Well, looking decently powerful there. Lys is... yeah, looks like there's a pretty decent fight here. Mir has been kind of kicked out of the disputed lands, it looks like. Oh, Carlon's created a cadet branch. We're going to take a look at that in a sec. And our wife has had a daughter who also has the albino trait, and she is pretty... Branda? Oh, no, I'll change that name in a sec. But, yeah, very Well, we've got Brandon and Branda, so yeah, maybe that's okay. But yeah, let's take a look at our son's cadet branch here. Dark Wolf. Well, that's kind of neat. Very cool indeed. Our son here, Prince Carlon Darkwolf. We'll see how well his dynasty rules those northern mountains. Oh no, but our daughter is sickly. Hopefully she survives. My glorious king, I have arrived to pay homage. Serve me well, Lord Dagbert. Indeed. Alright. We've inherited some titles here. Queensgate. I'm just gonna kind of give these out to anybody who seems reasonably fitting here. What else did we inherit? Let's see. Dawn Forest, Brandswood, Winterfell, Wolf's Branch, The Pitch. Where are we at? 8 out. Oh, +3 here. Let's take a look. Rom Persk. Is that over here? Oh, yeah, okay. You know what? Let's give this little island out to somebody as well. Ecton? Ryan Kedge. Just taking a look at some of these guys. Robin of Winterset. Who's gonna be... Who's got the most martial here? Hullen Frog. You know what? Let's give it to Hullen Frog. Frog's a good last name there. He can rule this little island. I think that's quite fitting. 47 years old, so, you know, if he gets married, he might have a chance of having children there. So, yeah, the question is, what do we do from here? I mean, I do want to still go against... Oh, you know what? Donner Stark's claims. Here we go. The Kingdom of the Trident. I do think that, considering how the Blackfires are starting to like push their way kind of further and further north here, I think that we need to stake our claim, and we got to stake the claim of our children for the Trident. So indeed, that is absolutely what we're going to do. We're going to call on our allies in King Jasper here, and it's probably going to be a relatively even fight. Do we wait a little bit until we've got... I think we got to wait till we have a little bit more money though. So I'm gonna let time roll on just a little bit further here. Lenara's come of age, 16 years of age. Oh, and she's the one who's married to... Oh, okay, to our cousin, Sir Robar Royce. We will definitely go through with that. That is completely fine. We can demand payments. Oh yeah, let's get some payments here, because we do need the money. So that should be helpful here. Yeah, I don't want to go into this war without very much money. Maybe we got to do that taxation tour, in fact. Grand tour. Plan the grand tour. Let's do a taxation tour. And let's start getting some... Let's get some money going. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go towards House Glover first. We'll head down, get some money from the Riswells, get some money from the Dustins. I'm not going to go all the way down to Greywater Watch. We'll get some money from the Manderleys. We'll get some money from, I believe, let's see here, Hornwood. We'll go up, get some money from the Bearfort and from Carhold, and then round it off with the last hearth up here. Cost 297. Okay, looks like we can't quite afford that, so we'll have to pull back just a little bit here. All right, we'll basically be taxing the central realms here. So, you know, I think that this is fine. Oh, actually, did we need to... Let's see, I kind of think that I may have missed something there, actually. Grand Tour, indeed. Taxation Tour. Let's see, let's go to Deepwood Mott. Let's go to the Riswells. Let's go to Barrow Hall. certainly going to the Manderleys. And then we can do one more, and I think we'll go to the Karstarks with that, actually, rather than... Oh, no, that's too far. All right. We will go to Bearhold, also a little bit too expensive. All right, Hornwood it is. Or Witchwood here? Yeah, okay. So what are these? Okay, it just kind of randomly assigns them. Feasting, tour of the grounds. All right, let's do at least one of them as a cultural festival. Cultural festival in White Harbor. That sounds fine. We need a caravan master. Gwyn is good at it, but Hellman actually seems better in most regards, so I'm going to get him actually. Not too worried about the danger, but there is a little bit of it. There's a little bit of forest danger. So I think that we will do forest guide, and there we go. Now it's pretty safe. Activity options. Oh, wow. It's going to cost us too much money. Damn. All right. So, yeah, unfortunately, this taxation tour is going to cost us probably more than... Well, I assume we would intake more than it would cost us. We can't even afford to go on it in the first place. So that's rather unfortunate. Let's hold court and see if we get any interesting events here. Gesture for the first in line to approach. A provincial merchant comes forward, clearly out of her element in my rich halls. Come, woman, we don't have all day. Yes, my lord. I am Arena, representing the disgruntled traders from the freemen from Denby, Coldstream's greatest town. Our mistress, Liesa, our mistress, is a barrier to commerce. Well, you shall be the new mistress. What does Liesa have to say? Oh, chance of getting 130 here. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad. We shall... Evidence of Liesa's incompetencies is found. Well, that is perfect. I like that our son Donner here is like, while we're holding court, he is watching and listening here. My antiquarian Magmar approaches me with a spring in his step. My liege, I have a great idea that can bring you either money or fame. I have amassed a collection of artifacts, and why not put them on display? Let's see. I want to pay... we could get some money here, too. Some people must see to believe, and that includes the less fortunate. Free art? No. I think we'll do a paid art. Yeah, okay. Let's get the money here. We need to fund this war, after all. Settling the Wolfswood clansmen. My lord, I represent the Wolfswood clansmen of the lordship of Brand's Wood. We are devoted and faithful subjects, but our land is poor, underdeveloped, and scarcely populated. Please allow us to resettle it and administer it according to our traditions. Under your benevolent protection, our land can still prosper. Very well. You can populate the lordship of Brand's Wood for me. Who is this? Gilliane. Ooh, I kind of like her. She's robust, a pilgrim, a forest fighter, skilled tactician. Yeah, I don't mind this actually here. Oh, and look at this. Ooh, could make White Dan a city holding. Nice. This is actually very cool. That's not too bad. I'm going to do that, actually. Not sure why our accolade just lost a rank there, but my business here is done. So let's go back out of there. We came out of that with quite a bit of money. Oh, yeah, Brand's Wood here. That's... All right, so what did they end up building here? White Den became a castle holding. Oh, that's not too bad. So, yeah, we gave up some land that's a little bit close to us here, but I'm actually totally okay with that because, yeah, Lady Gilliane here seems fairly competent, I would say. I mean, she's got a really high prowess, so that's not too bad at all. All right, so we could do that taxation tour, and you know what? I think that we are going to do that. We're going to do the taxation tour. We're going to collect as much money as we can from our vassals. Oh man, look at this. Manderley's got lots of money. Berkin, nah, he doesn't have too much money there. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some from House Glover there. Bearfort's got a bit. Carhold's got a bit. Yeah, we're gonna get some money from our vassals, and we're gonna use that to take our son's claim on the Trident. And we are going to do all of that in the next episode. So until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.